Hey all, how are you doing? I hope you're doing great. Today I'm going to show you a tool that we've built with Google Apps Script and Google Sheets to basically read and process information about different checks. So here what I'm doing is I'm grabbing these 4 checks and dragging them into the check to process folder. This is basically going to allow us to then get into our Google Sheet and run the function process files. This function, what it's going to do, it's basically going to use an OCR to read the information of the different checks that we uploaded into this folder and extract the information and paste them inside this sheet. As you can see, we have a link to the file so we can see it in full screen, and we have information like, for example, the client, the date, the donor, the amount, the check number, other notes. Also, all of these checks are related to a campaign that the client told us. So we've basically created this drop-down where you can see the different campaigns with the check can be part of. Once this information is over here, we can open the approving interface, which basically it's a modal where the client is able to see an image of the check that was analyzed, and in the right hand side you can see all of the information that was extracted. So here as well you have the client, the date, and different information. As you can see, all of the information in this case has been extracted correctly, like for example the check number or the amount. So once the client is happy and has checked that the information is correct, he can approve the check. Here we then go into the next one, and the user can continue until all of the checks are done. This is very useful because you can also see like the remaining checks that you have in the bottom right part. And also this is useful because the user can have, for example, 30 checks, and instead of having to manually grab the information, he just has to check that the information gathered by the OCR is correct. Once the check is approved, this client needs to log them into an application. So once he does that, he basically checks this checkbox and runs another function that's called send checks to next tab. This is a 2-tab process. So basically the checks that have been logged go into the next tab, which is called log deposit not verified. Once we are in there, you can see that we have the last 2 checks, which are the ones that he has processed. So he just has to add a date that he has deposited and also some information to the verified tab. If we run the function again, this is the last part where these checks that already have this information go inside the archive tab, and he can review the information there. Thank you very much.